Meet the private eye who tracked Fani Willis Nathan Wade's calls, texts. Charles Middlestad has consulted on Young Thug, Centennial Park bombing, and Super Bowl's most infamous crime. Atlanta News First. The private investigator who seemingly tracked and mapped phone calls and texts between Fulton DA Fani Willis and the special prosecutor with whom she was romantically involved has been involved in some of the city's, and the nation's, highest-profile cases. On Friday, a Fulton County Superior Court filing alleged more than 2,000 phone calls and almost 12,000 text messages took place between Willis and Nathan Wade months before their now-acknowledged romantic relationship began. Correspondences tracked by Charles Middlestad also took place before Wade was officially hired by Willis to assist in her investigation and subsequent indictment of former President Donald Trump. Friday's filing was made by Trump's Georgia attorneys Steve Sato and Jennifer Little. Willis and Wade are now facing allegations she misused taxpayer funds and crossed ethical boundaries during her romantic relationship with Wade, and Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee is expected to soon decide whether they should be disqualified from further participating in the case. Middlestad, 59, according to his firm's website, is routinely invited as a guest commentator, legal analyst on network and cable shows. Currently, Middlestad is consulting on the massive racketeering, organized crime and gang-related trial of Young Thug in Atlanta. Middlestad also consulted on the most infamous crime in Super Bowl history. On Jan. 31, 2000, Baltimore Ravens star linebacker Ray Lewis and two associates were involved in a homicide outside a Buckhead nightclub. The incident left two men, Jacinth Baker and Richard Lawler, dead from stab wounds. 11 days later, Lewis, Joseph Sweeting and Reginald Oakley were arrested and charged with double murder. Lewis eventually took a plea deal, released in time for training camp and resumed his NFL Hall of Fame career. Sweeting, for whom Middlestad was consulting, and Oakley were eventually found not guilty. Middlestad also consulted on the case against Eric Robert Rudolph, the convicted Atlanta Centennial Park in Birmingham, Alabama, abortion clinic bomber. Rudolph is now serving life imprisonment for the fatal bombings and was recently denied a chance at a new sentence. Trump and 18 of his GOP allies were indicted by Willis and her office in August 2023 on charges they engaged in a criminal conspiracy to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. That election saw Democrat Joe Biden become the first Democrat to carry a deep southern state in a presidential election since Bill Clinton's victory in 1992. Using a cellular geomapping and analysis program called CellHawk, Middlestad's report revealed more than 2,000 voice calls and just under 12,000 text messages exchanged over the 11-month period in 2021, Friday's court filing said. A heat map highlights the interaction patterns which demonstrate a prevalence of calls made in the evening hours. A series of late Friday and weekend court filings between Willis and Trump's attorneys battled over whether McAfee should allow Middlestad's report to be used in court. In early January, an explosive court filing by Michael Roman, one of Trump's co-defendants, and his attorney, Ashley Merchant, accused Willis and Special Prosecutor Wade of having the romantic relationship. Roman is a former White House aide who served as the director of Trump's Election Day operations. Prosecutors allege Roman was involved in efforts to put forth a set of fake electors after the 2020 election, a charge to which Roman has pleaded not guilty. Roman's court filing claims Willis and Wade took lavish vacations together and that Wade used part of his salary from the district attorney's office to travel with Willis. Merchant also claims to have discovered, outside of court filings, that Willis and Wade went on trips together. Roman then filed another stunning court document, claiming Bradley would testify Willis and Wade had a personal relationship before Willis hired Wade.
As you leave the page, kindly hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as yet. Thank you for watching.